Princess and the Frog. Long ago, there lived a wise king. He was fair in all his dealings. His sense of justice was great. People respected him. He had a beautiful daughter. Though she was a lady, she continued to play and enjoy herself within the palace. One day, while she was playing as usual with her golden ball in the garden, the ball suddenly slipped from her hands. It fell into a deep well. The princess cried, seeing her favorite plaything sinking deep into the well. An ugly frog leapt towards her. It croaked, "Why are you crying?" Hearing a frog talk, the princess got surprised. She said, "My golden ball has fallen into this well." The frog said, "Don't cry, princess. I can help you. What will you give me in return if I help you?" The princess hastily said, "I promise to give you anything you shall ask." The frog laid strange condition. It said, "Princess, you must let me eat from your plate, sleep on your bed. You should kiss me too." The princess was anxious only about getting her golden ball. She readily agreed to the impractical conditions laid down by the frog. In fact, she had no aim of keeping her promise. The frog jumped into the well. Within a few minutes, the frog reappeared with the golden ball. The moment the frog emerged from the well, the princess snatched the ball from the frog and ran into her palace. The pitiful cries of the frog did not fall into her ears, but the frog was persistent. The frog decided to lodge a complaint with the king and seek justice. It knocked the palace gates. A soldier opened it. Seeing no one standing, he started closing the gates. Suddenly, the frog croaked, "Soldier, please do not close the gates. I have to speak to the king. One of his subjects has done wrong to me. Please take me to the king." The soldier was surprised at the strange request of the frog. He took the frog to the king, who was sitting at the dining table. He was taking dinner along with the princess. The king said, "What is the matter?" The soldier said, "Your Majesty, this frog has been wronged by one of the citizens of our country. He wants to speak about it to you and wants to get justice." The king wondered who could have done wrong to a poor creature like this frog. However, the king bent down and said, "Frog, tell me what's your problem. I will be fair in my dealing. Don't worry." The frog narrated the morning incident. He accused the princess of failing to keep her promise. The princess grew red with anger. She said, "Father, he is after all a frog. How can I fulfill his extraordinary wishes? He wants me to do the things I can do only with the person I marry." The king got angry and said, "Princess, answer my question. Did you promise this frog that you will do anything in return for the favor of retrieving the golden ball from the well?" The princess said, "Father, I just said it to get my golden ball." The king said sternly, "A promise is a promise. You have to keep it." Soon the frog hopped onto the chair and sat on the dining table near the princess and started eating the delicious food from the princess' plate. The poor princess could not bring herself to touch the food. She felt really miserable. She went hungry to her bed. The frog wanted to sleep on her royal bed too. The princess kept the frog on the floor, but the frog jumped onto her royal bed. The frog wanted her to kiss him. It also said, "If you do not keep your promise, I will tell this to your father." The princess got so angry that she threw the frog on the wall. The poor frog fell on the floor with a thud. It did not move for a long time. The princess felt sorry for her mean act. She took pity on the frog. She took the unconscious frog gingerly to her bed. She did not know why she was behaving that way. She said, "I am sorry. I did not want to hurt you." Then she kissed the frog. At once a bright light appeared in her room. It also blinded her. A handsome prince emerged from the frog. He bowed and said, "Thank you, princess. You have broken the magic spell." The princess was very much surprised. She said, "Where is the frog?" The prince said, "I am that frog. A young witch wanted me to marry her. I refused her. She turned me into a frog. She said that I would remain a frog until a princess shared a meal with me and let me sleep on her bed and kiss me." The princess was overjoyed to hear this. She ran to the king to tell him the truth. The king met the prince. The king found his daughter happy on seeing the prince. He asked the prince to marry his daughter. They got married. They lived happily for many years in the neighboring kingdom. The moral of this story is good ultimately trumps over evil.